That wasn't the same night, though.
No, it wasn't. Welcome to the Movie Epidemic podcast. I'm your host, Buck Hollywood LeDuc, a.k.a. Fit Dracula.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that.
What do you mean you didn't know that?
We just set up. I thought you'd do like a countdown. God bless. Welcome to the Movie Epidemic podcast. My name is Chadley J. Fox. Joined as always by here. I know. We got to be.
What are you
be places
about?
In an hour and a half. But welcome to Movie Epidemic podcast. My name is Chadley J. Fox. Of course, joined by Buck Hollywood LeDuc.
I'm impossibly thin right now.
He is impossibly thin. He lost 80 pounds, and we'll get to why in a few minutes here.
I'm rail thin.
Yeah, he's 220, which is the lowest he's ever been. He's down from 530. You know.
Yeah.
And this is, of course, the freeway to the Academy Awards. That's coming up pretty soon here. Yeah, like in a few weeks here, less than a month. Less than a month before the Academy Awards, where today we're talking about Roman J. Israel Esquire. Starring Denzi, dude. Denzi Wash.
Ooh, you know what? You know what I like about this movie is Denzel's got hair like he's the new, you know how Jay-Z has hair now for the first time ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love hair, Jay-Z. We're also talking about Detroit.
Yeah.
Catherine Biggs, dude. Biggs. She's back. Is she back?
Wide.
She might be
wide.
She might be back. I like that Catherine Bigelow only makes movies because she doesn't want James Cameron to win Oscars.
Dude, they're the anti. They're like the liberal James Cameron movies. It's so interesting.
And then we're going to be talking about Academy Award nominee The Post, Steven Spielberg, Spiely B. Of course, Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, and every famous person that was ever on Breaking Bad are in that film. We'll get into that a little bit later. But first, so much has happened since our last pod. We had
a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the Super Bowl. Elon Musk fucking launched his car onto the moon. I don't know what he's doing with that, but
well, they needed a payload.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you gotta.
I feel like people are like, yes, it is a marketing stunt, but also they did need a payload, like a non-traditional box, something with edges on it that they could use as a payload to get into that orbit. And I like
that Elon Musk is like, it's gotta be my car.
Yeah, he's got extra ones, dude.
And then most importantly, Buck LeDuc and I got maybe more drunk than we've ever been.
Blackout drunk.
Last weekend was the worst.
It was a Thursday, bitch.
It was a fucking Thursday. We went out drinking on a Thursday. Do you know how hard it is to find a bar open till 2 on a Thursday? Dude,
it was tough.
We had to walk 15 city blocks.
My bad, dude. I don't know if we shouldn't have went to Ship.
Yeah, we were at a bar called Beer Revolution. And we had some pints there. I was going to have one beer because my wife was super sick and she needed me to take care of her. And she went for a bath. I'm like, if she's going for a bath, that's 45 minutes.
Cheeky pint.
One cheeky pint. I can sneak in a cheeky pint.
Absolutely.
Next thing I know, I'm blackout wasted in Ship and Anchor. Yeah. And God bless Ship and Anchor, by the way.
Yeah. How does this happen?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but we must have had like 9 beers each, maybe you more because you were drinking.
Well, I had some at like 5:30.
Yeah.
Right? But then there was like a buffer time for me of like 6 hours, and I didn't get sober in that time.
Well, and you also didn't eat, which was a mistake.
I didn't eat it all that day.
I didn't eat the whole day, and then I started drinking when I got home, and then Buck's like, come and have a sneaky pint.
That was at like 11:30, mind you.
Yeah, mind you. Yeah, you texted me at like 11:30. I'm like, I'm coming down, and then I woke up on my couch, and my TV was like, "Are you still watching The New Girl?"
I do have a selfie from the time, so I'm gonna. If you're on the YouTube feed,
I had a few selfies that I posted on the Insta. Oh shit, dude, we're pretty drunk. No, that was pre that was pre blackout.
That was early enough that I remember.
That was pre blackout. But so Buck LeDuc and I, that was over a week ago, and we are both still so fucking hungover.
Dude, I've been hungover for like a week and a half now. Like, I can't even eat food.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, and that's why Buck LeDuc has lost a sultry 130 pounds.
Yeah,
because
I'm rail thin.
He can't eat, and all he wants to do is vomit all the time. And so that's why today.
And I haven't had a sip of liquor since, but I mean, we're gonna change that tonight.
Yeah, we'll go get drunk tonight. But we are hydrating today.
Yeah,
with some
stay
H2O.
hydrated.
Yeah, we're staying hydrated with H2O.
So what are we talking about today, Chadley, movie wise?
Woo! let's talk about some Oscar flicks. We're also going to be doing our top 10 male performances of the year. You have yours ready?
I got mine. Yeah,
we got ours ready. Top 10 male performances of the year. There was too many good ones. Couldn't do a top 5. Had to do a top 10.
Fair enough.
So what do we want to start with? We want to start with Roman J.
Okay.
Roman J. Israel, Esquire. So this is a movie about a lawyer who's caught up in some, I guess I wouldn't say it's criminal activity, but it's definitely
gray area.
Yeah, it's a gray area. So what this movie is about is that Roman J. Israel, Esquire, is a lawyer who's sort of down on his luck, and he has a client who says like, hey, I was involved in this thing where a buddy of mine murdered someone, and if you can get me a reduced sentence, I can give up this guy. I can give up this guy and give you his location and give the prosecution his location. But he tells Roman the location, and Roman then turns him in anonymously and collects a $100,000 reward.
Right.
And
in theory,
really
good,
really dope concept, and
which is disappointing. Maybe my expectations were too high from Dan Gilroy after Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
Nightcrawler to me is like the perfect, like, fresh and tight script, where this is like almost the opposite.
Well, and this is like, it's sort of in the same vein, right? It's sort of just
it's similar
corruption in the average workplace type thing. The only difference is that the Jake Gyllenhaal from Nightcrawler, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Jake Gyllenhaal's performance is better in Nightcrawler than Denzel in this film.
Not to say that Denzel is bad. I just don't think the Denzel character was very good.
Denzel Washington's never bad.
No.
He's never
especially when he's got that Jay-Z hair, that hair.
Yeah, it's giant hair, dude. He looks like he should be the third member or the fourth member of the Supremes.
God, yes.
But no, this is the problem with this movie is that its concept, its plot structure, the performances, they're all really good. But my God, the dialogue just will not meet the other aspects of the movie halfway. So anytime somebody starts having a conversation with literally anyone else, which is the whole movie, my eyes just roll back into my skull, dude, because it's so boring.
It's a meandering film when it shouldn't be.
Yeah,
it's don't spray my laptop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spray your laptop.
Because like I don't know what went wrong with this one. But
yeah, because like it does feel like all the pieces are there. Dan Gilroy, of course, we love.
Of course, and I still think he's probably gonna make some more good films.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a guy who definitely has some chops, and I'm excited to see what he can do. I just think that this one maybe was a little rushed. Particularly in the script area.
Yeah, it's just not as tight as I think I would like it to be.
Yeah, and Colin Farrell too. Like, I love this dude.
He's so good, dude.
I love Colin Farrell, and I think Colin Farrell and Denzel Washington play off each other so well in this movie. It's just like every time they're saying anything, I don't care. The first hour is about really nothing.
Yeah.
And the problem with this movie is that there's a few plot lines. There's a plot line that I already spoke about, but then there's the plot line of Roman's former partner sort of being put into a vegetative state and eventually dying, and I feel like that could just be plucked right out of the movie. It
doesn't seem like it needs to be there.
Yeah, it's completely unnecessary. It's just there to explain why Roman works for the Colin Farrell character, but like, do we need that? Just have him work for the Colin Farrell character. There's also like a third plot line that is even less important than that one, where he's trying to build this civil case that he's built over 7 years. And like, that goes nowhere until the last 8 seconds of the film, and then still kind of goes nowhere. The real interesting stuff is the corruption, and that doesn't happen till about an hour in. And it ends about 10 minutes before the end of the movie.
Dude, before all of that even happens, I was like, I just thought it was over. Because there's really no conflict in the film.
No, and yeah.
For like an hour. And I'm like, okay, that just must be the whole movie then.
And then he gets the money, and then he just starts like living like a baller.
It turns into a completely different film.
Yeah, he's fucking going to the beach dressing like Jay-Z. Like,
yeah, he was looking like Jay-Z.
He's fucking, and then he's going on dates with like 19-year-old girls. Fucking Denzel gets somebody.
Denzel, fuck,
dude. Yeah, fuck yeah, he does. I don't know. It's unfortunate because I think structurally. This is a great movie.
I don't think structurally.
Because I think it works, like as far as plot goes and structure. Just like it's not tied together with the correct pieces. Like it's hard. What am I trying to say here? Like it's hard to really justify being interested in a good concept if you're not having the characters be interesting, you know?
Yeah.
And and Roman J. Israel Esquire is a fucking nothing character.
Yeah, he's a terrible character, and like you can see Denzel trying to save it, but like he's just so like. I mean, there's a reason why he was not the lawyer at the law firm. Yeah, there's a reason why he was the fucking bookie. Research guy. Like. Because he's not interested character.
And like
not interested.
And like for the first 20 minutes of the movie, Denzel comes in, he's like, our name Ro.
Fucking mumbling and shit.
I'm a law Esquire.
And like
and then someone's like, what does Esquire mean? He's like, yes. Not knight, but lawyer. It's like, what? What are you saying, Dan?
Dude.
Denny.
And the problem with this is like it would work if he had like a plot arc, but doesn't really change throughout the movie.
Yeah, like he's the same character at the end of the movie. The other problem of this movie, though, is that there's really no sense of urgency at any time.
Oh, dude, it's not interested in like serving you anything.
Except for the one scene where the guy is like, you motherfucker, you turn me in. That's another weird thing about this movie, too, is that this movie feels like it has just enough uses of the word fuck to be rated R, but like so few that it really shouldn't be. It feels like a PG-13 movie, and then every now and again someone says fuck, and stop chewing the pencil. It's every now and again somebody says the word fuck, and you're like, oh right, I forgot this was a hard R.
It's a hard R.
It's a hard R, but it really doesn't feel like it should be.
No. It's unnecessary to say the least.
It's unfortunate, I think, because this movie could have been so. And honestly, if I'm being honest here, I don't think I agree with Denzel being nominated for this movie. I think he's nominated because he's fucking Denzel.
Yeah, he's Denzel.
And we'll talk about that later when we talk about The Post. But he's nominated because he's fucking Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel.
Like if he make movie, even if movie does bad critically, because this movie didn't do well critically or financially. Even if the movie does bad critically, I still gotta nominate Denzel.
Well, and also it's a bit of a weak year for
you know what they should have done. You know what they should do is at the Academy Awards when they open up the Best Actor, they're like, we're giving it to Denzel for Fences. Just give him a fucking Oscar for a movie that came out last year. Who gives a shit anymore?
Yeah, it doesn't. None of it matters. I mean, fucking give it to Gary Oldman's prosthetic nose.
Which I don't know. I don't know if they'll do that. They'll probably give it to fucking Timothée Chalamet, dude. That dude had to fuck a peach. All right.
Yeah, dude fucked a peach.
Dude fucked a peach, and like, look, that kid's a young lad, dude. There's no way that's easy on him. People seen him fuck a peach now.
Yeah, it's very acidic.
Yeah, very acidic.
We talked about this.
Very gross.
That episode.
Army Hammer is like, yum, yum, yum. What's going on here?
I saw on Facebook there's a contest to win. You can like win a trip to Las Vegas to hang out with Chalamet and Hammer. And I'm like, can I just hang out with Hammer or what?
Does Chalamet gotta be there?
Does he gotta be there? Because I think me and Hammer would have a great time getting fucking blasted on whiskey and shit.
See, I want them both to be there because I think somebody's got to be like the person that we make fun of.
Oh, that's true.
Like, you always got that one friend. Like tonight when we go out, it's gonna be lousy. You got that one friend that everybody's like, oh, look at this dumb shit here, and then you toss a few insults his way, and it's all in good fun, and then maybe he cries. Dude, I would love to make Chalamet cry for 7 straight minutes.
Dude, just imagine yourself and Hammer drinking whiskeys, and Chalamet's there with
I like that they're fucking
Zero or whatever.
They're fucking running like a goddamn like blockbuster ass contest for a movie.
It's a sweepstakes.
A movie of fucking homosexual rights in Italy. Like what? Can't do that.
It's a fun sweepstakes. You get to go have dinner with the lads, and I think you get to go
get some casino money
with them or whatever.
Get some casino money.
I bet there's casino money involved.
Dude, let's get some casino money up on this. Dude, Army Hammer will be a lot of fun. Chalamet, not so much.
He doesn't seem like any fun. Did you see him on the red carpet when he was singing that Cardi B song?
I did not see
this. And it's like, yo, bro, you're no fun at all.
It's like fucking. I was having a conversation with people at work this week, and they're like, "Man, you know who I'd love to hang out with? Chris Pratt." And I'm like, "No, man, I would never want to hang out with him. He just walks around with his shirt off, going, God is good. God is great. God has blessed this house." I think he broke up with Anna Faris because she didn't love Jesus.
Jesus, much as him, yeah.
I like how every time
He's in love with Jesus.
I'm a big fan of what he's doing right now. If you have him on Facebook, he's doing this thing where he's like, every time
no, I don't have him on Facebook.
Every time he posts, he's like, oh man, just having a great night here, drinking this ultra whatever this fucking beer is, like this terrible shitty beer he was in a Super Bowl commercial for. Right. And every comment is like, this is like the worst shittiest 2% ass beer ever, Chris Pratt. And he's like, no, I love to drink it down.
No, drink it down on the Lord's Day while he's watching football.
Yeah, he loves.
He's a real American.
Dude, he fucking loves the Eagles. Dude, he loves the Eagles so much.
Eagles.
Oh, fuck Chris Pratt. So Roman J. Israel Esquire, there's not much to say about it. It's very boring.
2-star on the Chatsky scale.
2-star, that's what I got it pinned at as well. I would say skip this one. It's not even really worth it to see Denzel. Yeah, just watch Fences. That's a 5-star in Denzel.
Or watch Nightcrawler.
Watch Nightcrawler with fucking Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake.
One of my favorite human beings on the planet. Watch fucking, what else has Denzel? Watch fucking, what's that one with the Dakota Fanning? Man on Fire. Watch that.
Oh, dude, Man on Fire fucking rules.
Watch Man on Fire, dude.
Dude, me and my dad watched that when we were in Mexico.
Yeah, no shit. You watched that with your dad. Of course you did. So with that in mind, I'm going to say it right now. Denzel is not on my top 10 performances of the year list.
Wow.
Why don't we bust it open? Top 10 male performances. Don't worry, ladies. We're going to be getting to you next week. Top 10 females performances. Hey, spoilers, they're all Meryl Streep. So why don't I start us off? My number 10. Oh, I could not go a year with it. I had to slip him in, dude. It was tight, but I had to slip in Cranston, dude. Bryan Cranston at number 10, Last Flag Flying, playing a raging alcoholic.
Yeah, he's good in that. He just barely missed my list.
Oh, I love him. And like, I'm also biased because I'm such a huge Breaking Bad fan that like every time I see Bryan Cranston in anything, I'm like, well, that's perfect performance. That's all I got to know about that.
Hell yeah, play.
Yeah, so my number 10, Brian C, baby.
Ooh, C. I'm going to go with our boy, Jeff Goldblum from Thor.
Oh,
just
that's
because
a pretty
it's
good
such
one.
an eccentric character.
It's
and
so wild.
It's so perfectly Jeff Goldblum. Like, clearly, Taika was like, just be Jeff Goldblum. And he was like, all right.
Jeff Goldblum's coming here.
Is he?
Yeah, dude, he's fucking coming here for Comic Expo.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I kind of want to meet Goldblum. But if I met Goldblum, if I met Goldblum, I would not want to talk about anything but Taika. Yeah. I would just be like, hey, can you tell me about Taika? And he's like, you want to know about Jurassic Park or anything like that? I'm like, no, just tell me what it's like to be around Taika.
I think he would
describe Taika.
I think he would go for that because they seem like the best fucking friends in the world. Did you see that picture of the Marvel class of 10 years where it has every person that was in a Marvel movie?
Yeah. I didn't really look at it, but I know it exists.
Then at the top, it's Samuel L. Jackson, Goldblum, and Taika. And they're just like,
yo, they're the best. Taika is dying to get those two to film together, dude.
No shit.
Fucking dying, dude. It might not even be a Marvel movie. Just make a wild Taika movie. So my number 9, we love the boy, dude, Sam Rockwell.
Wow.
Sam Rockwell from 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I love this performance. I love
3 Billboards is so fucking good.
It's so good. I don't think it's gonna win. I don't think it should win either.
It probably shouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, everybody knows what should win, and it should be Shape of Water.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Be the fucking Post, and we'll talk about that later. It will be the Post that wins. But not my number 9. Yeah, I love Rockwell, dude. We've been screaming about how great Rockwell is for the past 10 years.
Yeah. I'm going to go with an early release. Maybe one of the first movies I saw in theater last year. This is Armie Hammer from Free Fire.
Free Fire, dude. I love Free Fire.
Free Fire is so fucking good. Jack Rayner and
Jack Rayner. Who's the director of that? It's someone wild.
Ben Wheatley.
Ben Wheatley. Oh, I love him. Yeah. I love the man. Free Fire is a ton of fun.
That was when Armie Hammer just went unhinged and was like just like a jokey asshole. The dialogue in that movie is perfection.
Perfect, dude. It's so perfect. Although I don't think that's even the best performance in that movie.
Charlie Tacopla.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, Chappie, dude.
Yeah, fuck. I really liked Armie in that though, because it was the first time when he didn't feel like an army character. He felt like a person.
So my number 8 is someone that I genuinely believe, maybe besides Denzel Washington, although even after watching Roman J. Israel, I'm sort of shaking on Denzel. But my number 8 is someone I genuinely believe is one of the best actors in the world, if not the best current actor in the world. And he's been robbed nominations the past 6 years, and I'm fucking pissed about it. My number 8 is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Nice,
This one is
what?
for Okja.
Okja.
Okja. Dude, he is so fucking good in Okja, and that is such a great movie.
It's a beautiful film.
It's gonna miss my top 10, unfortunately, but I do think that it is one of the better films of the year. And Jake Gyllenhaal, especially when he's acting next to Paul Dano, because Paul Dano fucking blows.
Yeah,
like I respect Paul Dano, and I love the fucking the solemn dramaticism that he brings to every role, but it's not good. Like, it's not good acting.
No good. My number 8 is going to be Patrick Stewart from Logan.
Oh shit, yeah, that's a good one. I had Jackman on the list initially, but
I love Jackman too, and I think he's phenomenal in that film. But Patrick Stewart laid it all out.
Yeah,
in that film.
True. It's true. Although what I do love about Patrick Stewart's performance, I feel like they gave him creative freedom. They're like, Patrick Stewart, here's our rough script. We don't have you saying the word fuck at all, but here's what we want you to do. Just say it whenever.
Say fuck whenever it feels.
Just whenever, whenever you want to pop one in. And he's like, oh, but you don't understand. I'll pop one in every fucking sentence.
Every 3 fucking words.
My number 7. I know you're going to disagree with this one, but I like this performance a lot. Prosthetic nose as Gary Oldman in Darkest Hour. I think he's good. I honestly do think he's good. He does a lot of yelling around. Granted, he does not best performance of the year. I think it deserves a spot on here. I like Gary Oldman in that movie.
Absolutely not. My number 7 is going to be Sam Rockwell from 3 Billboards.
Rockwell, my boy.
Ooh, Rockwell makes both the lists. That's some crossover swag.
Say the N-word less, or maybe say it more, because apparently it gets you on both our lists.
You can do whatever you want, apparently.
Yeah, do your work. Do your work, lad. My number 6, again, this one, I think this one's a rob. This one's a robbery. I can't believe this isn't nominated for Best Actor. My number 6 is Robert Pattinson. From
dude.
Good Time. This movie's fucking awesome.
Dude, Good Time's fucking rules. I watched it again because it's so good.
Dude, really? I don't think my body could do it again.
It fucking breaks you up, dude.
I was like fucking like on heroin after I watched that movie, dude. I was comatose, dude, for like 18 straight hours. But no, Robert Pattinson is.
It had to find its 5 stars, so I had to watch it again.
Robert Pattinson's unbelievable in Good Time.
My number 6 is going to be Harry Dean Stanton from Lucky, his final appearance.
Oh, God bless, rest in peace.
Basically burns down the entire acting game, acting next to David Lynch. He's like, hello there, I'm David Lynch.
David Lynch. Which is funny, because I always thought David Lynch had a funny European accent, but like an Eastern European accent.
Nope, he's from like fucking somewhere.
Like Arkansas.
That lad is from somewhere.
My number 5. Oh, you can guarantee he's on here twice. I'm saying Jake Gyllenhaal again, dude.
There you go.
Jake Gyllenhaal is on my list twice. My number 5 is for the movie Stronger.
Oh, fuck, he's so good.
This is a movie. We saw this at the film festival.
Yeah, we never talked about it on the show.
We never talked about it on the show, but it is very good. But like, it's a movie I don't think anybody saw.
I don't think so.
I don't think it
got a wide release, really.
Well, the Stronger is interesting because it's about the guy who got attacked by the Boston bomber. He got attacked and he lost his legs. But the movie doesn't like paint him as a hero, which I really like, because this guy in real life is just like kind of an asshole who took advantage of his situation to make a ton of money, and the movie portrays him as such. And nobody has the balls to do shit like that,
dude. And those fucking leg special effects, dude,
so good.
Did Gyllenhaal chop off his legs for that role? Where were the legs?
Dude, I love
that was like some Ex Machina shit. I was like, where are the legs?
Here's why this motherfucker on here twice. Because look at this movie, look at Okja. Might not even be the same dude.
Not the same person at all.
And then like look at Nightcrawler and Southpaw. 2 completely separate dudes. There's 4 dudes.
He's the best actor on the planet. I know we say that a lot, but
because he's the most consistently great.
Yeah,
like I'd say he's the most consistently great actor on the planet. You know, because Meryl Streep is good, but then again she pops out a Mamma Mia or a Ricky in the Flash. Like,
oh yeah, Ricky in the Flash.
Ooh, we did not talk about that movie. No, but I have seen it. And
I think I did see that one actually. Yeah. My number 5. We're going back to Good Time, but I'm taking Ben Safferty.
Oh yeah, he's also good, man. He's not in it very much, but I agree.
But the moments he is in it, it's some of the best acting I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, dude. If you're taking anything from this, just go see Good Time. Like,
dude, Good Time rules.
Yeah, like, look, you haven't seen it.
Dude, there's a lot of A24 on my top 10. I gotta say.
Ooh, there's some A24. Like, I'm looking
like 4 A24s on my top 10.
I'm looking right into the camera at this point. You haven't seen Good Time. I know you haven't. Go on and check it out. It's awesome. My number 4 is from one of my favorite movies of the year, Shape of Water. Yeah. Richard Jenkins.
Ooh, Jenkins.
Yeah, I was going to put Shannon on here, but could not bring myself to do that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Shannon. I don't know if he deserves it.
Did he come on the Mermaid's feet?
Did he come on the feet?
No, Richard Jenkins is unbelievable in this movie. Very, very good. Again, this is one of those movies, if you haven't seen, dude, this is not one you wait on.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Shape of Water is unbelievable.
My number 4, I'm going to go with Jake Gyllenhaal. I'll take Oksha. I think he was just I think he's just specifically weird and off-putting for Jake Gyllenhaal, but I loved it. So.
Yeah, me too. Because you see most Jake Gyllenhaal movies and you're like, fuck this guy. And then you see him in Oksha, you're like, that's a creepy skeleton.
He's a skeleton, man.
He's a creepy skeleton, man. My number 3, man, I will stand behind this actor every performance he does, no matter what, because I love him. My number 3 is Steve Carell for Last Flag Flying.
Hell yeah.
I love
Last
Carell,
Flag
dude.
Flying. It's one of those movies that's going to fly under the radar for the next 15 years. Then it's going to be a cult classic.
Yeah, then everyone's going to be like, you haven't seen fucking Last Flag Flying? What the hell's wrong with
you? Do you even like Linklater? You've never seen Last Flag Flying?
Yeah, Steve Carell's mustache does all the talking.
Yeah,
dude.
his mustache does the talking. That's
for sure. So, yeah, that's my number 3. Stevie C.
2 Last Flag Flyings on there.
2 Last Flag Flyings. Dude, I like that movie a lot. And I think
it's a good fucking movie.
I think people
I'm glad we watched it. Yeah. Because otherwise we would have never watched
We would have skipped right.
My number 3, this one might be controversial, but I'm going with Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård.
Because Pennywise was so fucking scary, dude.
No, I'll stand behind this. Yeah, he's good in that movie.
He's real fucking good, dude.
Hey, you kids want some fucking sucker? There's just so much liquid.
A lot of liquid.
could you get all that liquid out of your mouth? It's just pooling. It's pooling in there.
Christ almighty.
What a nice boat. My mom saw a movie and she got really scared. So one time I called her at probably 11 at night, a few weeks ago. And I was like, what a nice boat.
God damn.
She was real freaked out, dude. And then I hung up and then she called me back crying. A lot of fun. No, she wasn't crying, but she was not happy.
Fuck,
what a nice boat. My number 2, if you don't agree with this, then you can turn this podcast the fuck off and unsubscribe. My number 2 is Willem Dafoe.
Oh, that's also my number 2. I think we got a.
I think we got a synonymous.
We got a couple tops here.
Topsies.
Couple confirmed.
Yeah,
kills.
couple confirmed. Yeah, a couple confirmed killers.
Willem Dafoe's so fucking good.
Willem Dafoe. Aren't you thirsty? Aren't you gonna drink that? Get the fuck out of here,
God damn! I love that movie. Yeah. Florida Project's so fucking good. That's another one I feel like no one's fucking seen.
Nobody has seen it. Nobody will see it. It's a problem. Florida Project.
I also feel like it's a movie that's not for everyone, but
I agree because I've seen it 3 times now. I watched it with once by myself, once with my girlfriend, once with my mom, and my girlfriend thought it was okay, and my mom was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good," and I'm like, fuck you talking about?
I didn't fucking see that shit.
Whereas
I think it's one of those ones I think you do got to watch a few times because I didn't love it my first time. I thought it was great. I thought it was 4-star, but it wasn't until the second time where I'm like, this is easily a 5-star.
I gave myself a day before I wrote my review on Florida Project, which I think was a smart call because if I had written my review right after seeing it, I would have said 3.5 to 4-star. But then I thought about it for 24 hours, and it just fucking inhabited my brain.
Sticks
forever. With you. My number 1. I don't care.
James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco.
Obviously, both are number 1.
James Franco from The Disaster Artist, obviously.
Come on the show, bitch.
Come on the show. Let's talk about how you were fucking robbed. All you're trying to do is trying to get some fuck. And everybody gets that, I think. James Franco, you were fucking robbed your nomination for Best Actor. Yeah, he's so good. Here's the thing. Is that maybe the Academy just doesn't know who? Because if the Academy had seen The Room prior, they would have been like, oh, yeah, this is Tommy Wiseau.
It's him.
It is him. This is him.
Franco's not even in that sheet. Yeah. Nominated Wiseau.
You know what I found out? Okay, because I've seen Disaster Artist an embarrassing amount now at this point. But if you wait till after the credits, there's an additional scene where Tommy Wiseau is in it and he plays a character named Henry and he has a conversation with Franco as Wiseau. And then at the end, he's like, there's so many weird people in this world these days. It's wild, dude. You got to check it out. Check out the whole fucking movie. If you've already seen it, see it again. James Franco, Man, and Dave Franco's pretty good too. Like
I don't think Dave Franco's any good.
I think he's fine.
I mean, probably get someone a little bit taller to play that, but okay.
If you ever see pictures of Greg Sestero next to Tommy Wiseau, he's so much taller than him.
Dude, Greg's like 6'4". He was a male model. Like,
yeah, and fucking Dave Franco's a sultry 5'2".
Dude, so Dave Franco's way shorter than me, and I'm like 5'10". I'm not very tall.
Yeah. Fuck. So there you have it. James Franco, best performance of the year. So given our list, let me see. Who do we have anybody who is nominated for best actor? Gary Oldman is the only one I got.
I don't think I did.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's nominated.
Here's the thing. I think there's something going on with the fucking Academy. Like there's something weird going on. Dissolve the whole thing. Let us do it. Like, for the love of God, just let us do it.
Yeah.
Because y'all are fucking this up, and we are the only ones who are actually telling the truth out here. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth. Will Smith should have won last year.
I mean, watching that movie is like getting an actual concussion, but Will Smith.
Will Smith's so fucking good in that movie, dude. My favorite performance of last year was Will Smith. This year, James Franco, two people who were not nominated for Best Actor.
All right, let's move on to our next film here.
Yeah, well, Detroit. Catherine Bigelow of Hurt Locker fame and Zero Dark E30.
Interesting, because I think those movies are both fucking horrific, but
this one's also horrific, but in a different way.
In a different way, I do like a lot of Catherine Bigelow's work. Like Point Break is fucking.
Did she do the first one or the remake?
Not the remake, obviously.
I didn't know Catherine Bigelow made Point Break.
Yeah.
Keanu and Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome,
dude. That's a Bigelow film?
Yeah, bitch.
The fuck? I guess she was just riding off hubby's coattail at this point, but now she's a filmmaker who makes her own films specifically.
She now makes like the anti-James Cameron movies.
James Cameron's out here like, I'm going to make a $500 billion movie. And she's like, I'm gonna make a fucking $100,000 war movie gritty. And beat you. Like,
yeah, make it gritty.
Make it wild. Put in Renner. Who gives a shit? Put in Chris Pratt.
You'd be like, yo, I'm gonna win this shit with Renner. Huh?
and Cameron's like, I'm gonna win this shit with Worthington. Maybe they both were like, let's pick the two shittiest actors in Hollywood and just see if we can win Oscars with those people.
It's a project. It's a pet project.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a theory that James Cameron and Catherine Bigelow are still married and they're just faking it. They're just faking it for the publicity. So Detroit is probably one of Bigelow's best works.
I would say so.
This is actually a really good movie about police brutality in the 1960s. I think it was like 67. I think they said it was.
I don't know the exact date. It was
1967. This is a true. What happened in this movie is a completely true story. And
I mean, the events are fabricated, but
yeah, because there's no evidence. There's no evidence, so it's only like based on what you know. But the thing is like, you know how sometimes we say not every true story needs to be told. This one had to be told. Yeah, this one's pretty good.
I mean, I would say the first like 40 minutes isn't spectacular.
Well, the first 40 minutes is sort of
a recap of the time of what was going on.
They're sort of illustrating what's going on.
Yeah.
In the world, and like you're like, oh, is there gonna be characters in this movie?
And it's good, but it's not about until the 40-minute mark where it turns into a truly great film.
Yeah, where they get into the hotel.
Yeah,
like
that's the hotel.
That's the part when they go to the hotel when you're like, oh, this movie's gonna fuck.
Yeah.
And then here's the thing: John Boyega rolls up and he does pretty good in this movie. Anthony Mackie.
He's the big name. You got to put him on the poster.
Yeah, gotta throw him on the poster, even if he has 7 lines and just looks at stuff sadly for the whole movie.
You're Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, he just looks at shit like Ryan Gosling. Then you got Anthony Mackie, and he's great. But like, here's a crazy thing that I thought I would never say.
Yeah.
Will Poulter's fucking incredible.
Dude, he's so fucking good in this movie. It's an earth-shattering performance.
Like this is a robbery too.
Robbery.
Robbery.
100% this is a robbery.
Although the best supporting actor category is pretty tough at the Academy Awards.
Supporting's tough. Lead is fucking dreadful.
The lead is unbelievably shitty. Like like I said, Gary Oldman's the only one on there, and I'd kind of be pissed if he won. But Will Poulter, oh my God, dude. He's unbelievable in this movie. I'm actually feel bad because I just watched this movie this morning, so I didn't really put a lot of I haven't taken a lot of thought into the movie yet to like actually really consider it yet for my top 10. But I think if I had gotten another 24 hours, Will Poulter would have been on that list that we just read.
Yeah, dude.
But Yeah.
Man, the cast is fucking phenomenal in this. Jason Mitchell and Jack Rayner.
Jack Rayner. Jack
Rayner, dude. He's popping up and shit.
Yeah, he just shows up.
Dude, he's having a domino year.
Stolberg's having a domino year.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I think what's important about this movie is that it's
scarier than any fucking horror movie. That's what's crazy.
Well, and if you really think about it too, like I think that we're at a point, and I think the point of this movie was to show that police brutality against the African Americans, it hasn't changed. It's the only thing that's changed is the standard to which police officers are held to. So like when this does happen, although it happens way less now, when it does happen, we get a similar sort of.
I mean, it still happens weekly.
Yeah,
in the States.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, it happens. It happens more than you think.
Black Lives Matter. That was the entire point of that protest.
Yeah,
which has been muddled since, but.
Yeah, but like I don't know, it's just like it's very topical, and like I don't want to get too political or anything on this show because you know all we do is talk about our dicks,
show.
You know.
Yeah, it's a comedy show about my super long dick.
Super long dick. But I do think that this is an important movie that all American citizens should at least consider, because man, that scene is intense. That scene is intense, and I think any human being, racist or not, could watch that scene and say, man, that is really fucked up that happened. And again, it's
continues to happen.
Yeah, and continues to occur on a weekly basis. You know, these sort of things where people are trying to cover it up. Like, for instance, there's like scenes where they'll shoot down a black person and then put a knife at their side and be like, he came at me, you know? And like this sort of shit still happens and they still come up with these bullshit excuses. But again, I don't want to get too political. The movie itself is fucking great though. Like this is a great movie. I think that this movie would have been a 5-star, but too long.
That's the Catherine Bigelow problem. That shit's always too long.
It's too long, and like
especially once it gets towards the end there too, and it kind of meanders off with the Johnny K stuff.
Yeah, the third act is like, who fucking cares? The Johnny K. I love soft Johnny K.
Yeah, I love when he's a soft boy.
I do. Because here's the thing: is that Johnny K's been playing like 6-pack Army Man for too long.
Hate it because the second act is so realistic and so harrowing that it almost feels like the climax is when he escapes from the hotel.
Yeah. So the third act
just
is much
peters
less
off
important.
for like another 40 minutes.
Yeah. And then here's my big problem with this movie is that like a lot of times there's movies that are 220 and it's like you couldn't have made that any shorter. But this movie has a lot of fat that could have been trimmed. Particularly at the beginning and then definitely at the end. And here's why. And this was the one thing that made me like bump this down to a 4 instead of a 5.
Yeah.
There is a 7. I'm not shitting you. A 7-minute sequence where the main character is just singing Bible songs. It's like, okay, I get that it happened and you got to put it in there. Make it 1 minute. Nope. 7 minutes. Dude.
It's kind of the effect that I think Call Me by Your Name achieved. That this one didn't really.
Yeah, well, and Call Me by Your Name, I do find that those final moments in that movie are a lot more intense and a lot more harrowing than him just saying like, "Oh, I want to join church choir." Yeah,
just sort of giving up. Really.
I do kind of like the "Where Are They Now" segment in this one though.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's stuff that happened over such a long period of time and nothing really eventful that it can be portrayed in that way.
Yeah,
I don't like when they do that and it's like a bunch of action that could have been in a film.
You know what I hate though is when it's a "Where Are They Now" segment for a fictional film. That drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah,
like, that makes me pissed. It's like, where are they now? They're fucking nowhere. This is a A to B narrative bit.
Doesn't matter where they are. They don't exist.
It's like Ron Burgundy went on to, I don't fucking care. He's not real.
We don't give a shit. He's not a person.
Not a real person. But I think a lot of the stuff in this movie is really powerful. Like there's so many powerful images in this movie. You know, even like the point when they're sort of like messing around at the hotel and they're joking around and he shows everybody in the room like what it's like to interact with a police officer.
Yeah, dude.
But I do have a question.
Okay.
So the reason that this hotel got raided is because the Will Poulter and the other police heard a gunshot from inside, which was shot from the toy gun that they're playing with or whatever. And then they're like, who was the shooter? Where did the gunshot come from? And nobody was like, it's a toy. It was a toy gun he was fucking around with.
Because you can't really say that.
Why not? I mean, if you got
they're not going to believe you.
But he got the toy gun.
Well, no, they never found the toy gun, Chadley.
Where the fuck did the toy gun go? That's my question.
Fucking Anthony Mackie ate it.
Fucking swallowed it whole, bitch. I do like that Anthony Mackie is so big in this movie.
Oh, he's real big,
so
dude.
huge.
He's fucking loaded up.
Well, I mean, he's got to be big for those.
You got to be big for the Marvel films, yeah.
You got to be big,
especially when you're taking over for Captain America pretty soon.
Chris Evans is done, so right.
Yeah.
Which God bless.
Well, that's the theory is that Mackie's going to be the next Captain America.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Which is good.
Yeah, I think I would love that. Dude,
Mackie as Captain America, fucking awesome. Mackie's one of the best fucking actors ever.
I love when he just pops up in shit, though.
Yeah, dude. When he just does the pop in.
Yeah, he just pops right in.
There was a lot of pop ins in this one that I didn't really expect.
Yeah, Johnny K, I didn't know. I didn't even know he was in this.
He just rolls up towards the end.
He just rolls up, and I'm like, is that the boy?
Is that the boy?
Is that the boy, Johnny K, dude? And I was so pleased to have seen Johnny K in this movie. But no, I mean, this is probably the best movie we watched this weekend. It's completely overlooked.
Yeah. It came out at a weird time.
Yeah, it was like in July.
Yeah.
I think it came out the same weekend as Good Time, which maybe both those movies.
Well, was there a big movie that came out that overshadowed that?
It was probably like a.
It's during the tentpole season, so
yeah, it was during tentpole season, and
because Detroit was in theaters, and I was gonna go see it. Like I was gonna go see it, but then I didn't for some reason.
What was like the big shit that came out this summer? I'm trying to remember, like July specifically, because Transformers was June, Pirates was May, but then we didn't get like Blade Runner and like Thor till later. What was the other Avengers movie?
I don't know.
Was it Civil War? No, it was like last year.
Forgettable.
What the fuck was it, dude? The fuck was the Avengers movie this year? Oh, it was Spider-Man. That's what it was.
Oh, it was Spider-Man.
And that came out in July. And that's what, because Spider-Man's so popular that it's going to kill all of this shit. So yeah, no, that makes sense to me.
All right.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I love Detroit. I think this is a really great movie.
Dude, that middle section is unbelievable. It's some of the best filmmaking I've ever seen.
Yeah. Sure. Hey, was this? You had posed this yesterday, but was this shot on 35? Like it's sometimes it looks like it is
like film, but I don't know if it was just like a filter or something.
Yeah, because like sometimes it looks like 35, but then like there's like the pool scene where it's like, oh, this is clearly HD.
They blend it with like the archive stuff a lot, so like I think.
They shot on 35.
I think some of it must have been. It looked like it.
Also, just another thing too.
I couldn't really tell though because I borrowed it from the Calgary Public Library website, and like their compression was weird, so I couldn't really tell.
You watch this on the fucking Calgary Public Library website?
Yeah,
you can just do that.
Yeah,
for free.
You're allowed 3 rentals a month, and I used one of mine on Detroit.
Dude, that's a fucking baller, dude. That's baller that Calgary Public Library just legally uploads movies.
Yeah, if you have your library card, you type it in.
Oh, I never had that
stuff.
But
it's like not very good quality.
One thing I do want to say too, though, is that there's a really dope hand painted intro in this movie that's like unbelievable, like super good. No, I think this is a really great movie. It really showcases like the brutality of everything that happened and everything that is still happening, and people are just sort of letting happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is an important movie. Definitely check it out. I give it 4.5.
I give it 4 on the Chadsky scale.
Hey, Catherine Bigelow, release a director's cut that's shorter.
Oh, how good would that be? That's an easy 5-star.
Well, it hit a 5-star if you make it shorter. You make it longer and it goes down to 3.
Cut a little bit off the front, a little bit off the back.
Keep all you need. Don't touch the middle.
Do not touch the center section.
Touch that middle section because it's unbelievable. So let's talk about our last movie of the day, The Post.
What the fuck, dude?
Fuck! Like, why does shit like this? Here's my problem with The Post. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen this movie 5,000 times, and it gets nominated every year. The same fucking movie made this exact same fucking way.
What's the Keaton one?
Spotlight. This is the same movie.
Spotlight's way better.
And Spotlight's better because it's like the concept of the rapist. Like the rapist
it's
priest
so much more interesting.
It's more interesting.
The
Whereas this is like the government knew that they couldn't win the Vietnam War, but they still did it, and it's like, okay,
yeah,
all right, yeah, no, the war economy was bad. I mean, I get it. Bad. It was a bad thing to do.
I feel like we talked about this during the Gary Oldman movie, but it's like when it's just history that you're replaying,
Yeah.
I know it.
Everybody remembers this. Well, I mean, I don't remember this shit happening. It's in the 60s, but like,
I've read the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I went to school and learned.
Yeah, you're a journalist.
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I knew this shit already. And like, I don't think that's even specific to journalism. Like, I think a lot of people know this shit. Like, because this is a prelim to Watergate, which everybody knows. You know.
Yeah, and this plays out exactly like that Deep Throat movie that came out this year with
Mark Felt.
It plays out
Mark Strong.
To me, that's the exact same movie. I mean, they're not about the same thing, but they play out exactly the same. Spielberg has lost the magic to me in his later career.
Like I agree. Like a lot of the Spielberg stuff that I've seen recently,
it's just a cavalcade of famous people.
I kind of like BFG, but I know you don't like that one. But
no,
like,
I hate BFG.
War Horse, I don't like.
Is horrific. It's one of the worst movies of all time.
Lincoln is worse. Like.
I'd rather watch War Horse. At least a horse is moving around.
And the problem is that the problem with the Post is that they had to make it really quickly because Steven Spielberg.
And it feels rushed.
Yeah, it feels rushed. Like because Steven Spielberg was like, okay, I'll make this movie, but I'm working on this Ready Player One shit. Like
which is also going to suck. So
yeah, it's probably not going to be that good. But yeah,
because like this as a late period film for any director would have been fine. But it's not any director. It's Spielberg.
The only reason I kind of enjoyed watching this movie is because it's a clown car of celebrities. Like fucking, you're like, oh, there's Streep and Tom Hanks and Bradley Whit, Bruce Greenwood, Whitford and Bruce Greenwood.
Fucking Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk. Is David Cross?
Is that David Cross?
Is
that Gabe from The Office? Is that Jesse Plemons?
Is that Zach Woods in there? Oh, is that Fat Damon? Is Fat Damon in there?
Fucking Jesse Plemons, the boy.
Jesse Plemons, aka Fat Damon, aka
Matt Damon.
Fat Damon. Here's the thing: is that they're like, all right, we got to get somebody to play this character. It's like, all right, it needs to be a famous person. Can we get Matt Damon? And they're like,
fuck no, he's busy doing downside.
He's busy doing Alexander Payne movies. And it's like, someone's like, I got Fat Damon's number, and they're like, I call up Fat Damon.
Let's get him in here.
Let's get Fat Damon in there. Jesse Plemons. And here's the problem too: is that the performances in this movie are all really good.
Yeah, they're solid.
But here's the weird thing: look at the poster, and it's like. The Post, starring Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. Bob Odenkirk is the main character of this movie, though. Yeah. He's the main character of the movie, and he's not on the fucking poster.
Yo, Odenkirk's a draw. What are you guys talking about? He has his own show.
Like, Spielberg clearly loves Breaking Bad because he just fucking David, whatever his fuck
swiping people.
Yeah, David, whatever the fuck who plays Gale, is in there too. Costabile or whatever his name is. He's in there too. Bob Odenkirk, of course. Jesse Plemons, Breaking Bad fame. I feel like there's more, but I don't remember.
Could have been. I was like, it's hard for me to pay attention. I like slept for like 13 hours last night, and I could barely keep my peepers open, Chadley.
And then like fucking Alison Brie shows up, but she's encaked in so much makeup you can barely tell it's her.
Ah, was that her?
Yeah, it was fucking her, dude. That was her. And I was like, I'm like watching. I'm like, that Alison, because like in Disaster Artist, it's clearly
Alison shout out Brie. To Glow though.
Yeah, that's Alison Brie for sure.
Yeah,
but she's busy doing Glow.
Glow's fucking good. Mark Maron on that shit.
There's a lot of
swag show, dude.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I heard there's some rank nudity too.
Just in like the first episode, and then there's no more nudity. Like they blast it. It's like Orange is the New Black, made by the same lady. And they just blast all the nudity in the first episode and then just have none for the rest of it.
Because like if you blast all the nudity into the first episode, then there's hope for the rest.
Saw Alison Brie's tits in the first 30 seconds. Is there going to be more? It's like, nah, but you watch 13 episodes, bitch.
But this movie is about, we haven't really even talked about what this movie's about. It's about when the documents regarding how much the government knew about their inevitable loss of the Vietnam War leaked.
Right.
And these fucking journalists had to decide whether or not to publish this information because like they could go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
But then like halfway through the movie, they're like, okay, you can't really go to jail for this, but like if you have the same source as the New York Post, you'll go to jail. And it's like, well, what?
Huh?
What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
Dude, I was lost.
Because like, if that is a rule, and it sounds like it probably is, because this is a true story.
Hey, you journalist major, you don't even know.
Could you explain this rule to me? Two people can't have the same source? That's not right, because that's what a wire is. It's just simultaneous source being jutted out to several different publications.
Yeah.
Could you explain this to me for a fucking second? So like at that point I'm like, huh, what's going on here? And they're like, we could all go to jail, and then they're like, all right, well, we'll go to court tomorrow. And it's like, oh, tomorrow, that's quick. Quick, we'll go to court tomorrow.
It's a bit of a dry slog, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then they're like, they go to court, and then the judge is like, looks at the case, is like, yeah, no, you guys ain't going to jail.
See, when it comes to Darkest Hours, at least there was some moments in that I found riveting. Mm-hmm. This movie, I found nothing to like about, really.
The performances are good, except for like I don't think Bob Odenkirk is that good.
Yeah.
But like I think Plemons, dude, that dude's great.
Plemons is good as
get on him and bullshit. Hey, you know when Zach Woods rolls up in something, you're like, ew, don't, gross. He's so ugly, dude. I can't look at his like his fucking figure looks is like flesh, dude. Yeah. It's just flesh on bone. I hate it.
He's dude, he's got to play the fucking Thin Man.
yeah. Fuck yeah, from what's that from? Oh, from Charlie's Angels?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that what that's from?
Yeah, let's make a Charlie's Angels reboot and get the Thin Man and the Chad.
And the Chad's got to come back.
And it's got to be, we can't change Tom Green.
No, Tom Green is fucking awesome.
And he'll show up several times.
There's no way, like, the thing I love about Tom Green is when he commits to something, he's in 150%.
Oh, he's going, dude. He's fucking going, and I love that.
Chad. Damn, dude, that is the Chad.
The Post is boring. Yeah. That's its problem, is that it's really, really boring.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like some of these.
I wasn't excited to see this one
because this movie is so rushed. Like you can tell. Like for instance, I mentioned I didn't think Bob Odenkirk is good, but I don't think that's his fault. And you know what I think happened, and I don't have any proof to back this up, but I think Bob Odenkirk got the script for this movie a day before shooting. Like, and
it's
it feels
impossible.
It feels like that with a lot of the actors. Like they got the script one day before shooting. They're like, you guys, we got to start this tomorrow. We got to get going. We got 2 weeks to do this. And Spielberg is fucking out.
Yeah. He's got to go direct a big colorful thing.
Although I do love like every movie that has a Vietnam scene. They're like, all right, who's calling CCR?
Yeah, dude. It had the traditional Vietnam music like that you hear in the back of warehouses to this day. if you've ever worked in a warehouse, which I have, all they do is play fucking Vietnam music, dude. Bow, bow. Because it's always like the guys that are working in warehouses like lived through that shit.
It ain't me. Was CCR like super popular throughout the Vietnam War or something like during that time period?
They were.
Yeah, they have to have been. Why are they in every Vietnam film?
Because they're the fucking soundtrack to the war, bitch.
If I ever made a movie about Vietnam, like before even I started shooting, I'd be calling up CCR.
For sure. Like, I think it's a requirement, honestly.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah. So this movie, it's like it's got a lot of good performances and a lot of good actors, but like saying what? It's
it's like Spielberg. Maybe that's enough.
Tom Hanks isn't in this movie very much.
Not really.
I don't think we really talked about that. Yeah, he's barely fucking in this movie.
He's fine. It's like, what's going on here? It's no Captain Phillips.
No shit. No. Yeah, he's fine. Meryl Streep. All right, let's talk about Meryl Streep because like I've never seen a movie and been like, Meryl Streep is okay in that. Obviously, she's great, but like no shit. Like at this point, like no shit. And I think Spielberg was really relying on people being like, Streep and Hanks are so good that makes that movie watchable. But that's just not the way it goes sometimes. I expect those people to be great. And when they're great, I'm not at all surprised or taken back. Fucking Casey Affleck rolls up here and does a Manchester by the Sea. Yeah, I'll be taken back. I'm like, oh, holy fuck.
He's got the chops.
Holy fuck, that's crazy. James Franco comes hot off the fucking set of The Interview and does a fucking disaster artist shit. Yeah, I'm taken back a little bit.
Spielberg is so fucking good that it just feels lazy.
Yeah. And like I wonder what is going on with him, right? Because like he had all these masterpieces, you know,
which are still masterpieces.
Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, Jaws, E.T., Duel. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Big Duel fan.
Yeah, there's a lot of really great fucking Spielbergian flicks.
Most of them are.
Yeah, most of them are.
For like there's like a solid like 30 years that they're good.
And then like the last like 10 years,
His last like 6 or 7 films have been fucking horrific.
I'm hard pressed to think of. I'm going to open up his IMDb because I'm hard pressed to think of the last movie he did that was truly great. Oh, fucking Artificial Intelligence is so good.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like 2001. Apparently Spielberg is producing the Halo TV show. Don't do that. Sure, don't do that. So The Post, BFG. Oh, Bridge of Spies. Okay, yeah, I'll give you Bridge of Spies. Bridge of Spies is good.
But even that, I think lacks a lot of the imagination of his earlier stuff.
Fucking Tintin, dude.
Yeah, Tintin was his last good one.
This is a great example of a dude that is clearly good at making movies, but instead he's making fucking Indiana Jones and the King of Crystal Skull in Munich. So don't do that for sure. Don't make Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Don't do any more of that.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at my letterbox here and I've seen every Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, there's, like I said, there's great ones. Yeah,
dude.
Jaws is
what?
Jaws is unbelievable.
Close Encounters. What?
Close. Yeah, I forgot that was even him, dude. Artificial Intelligence, Minority Report. I like Minority Report.
Dude, Minority Report rules.
Minority Report's good, dude, man.
That AI Minority Report back to back.
It's good. Yeah,
that's a fucking double. That's a Spielberg double feature.
That's a solid one, dude. I love Artificial Intelligence, and I won't let anybody. There are people who fucking hate that movie. I don't understand.
Yeah, no, AI is good.
AI is good, yes, but I don't know. And maybe Ready Player One will surprise us.
No, it won't.
Doubt it though.
No, it fucking won't.
Doubt it, but maybe. I would like to see because it feels like now what's going on is he's doing one every year. And because he's doing one every year, I guess in '93 he made Jurassic Park and Schindler's List in the same year. So that's not even a good point anymore. It's just the guy can't do it anymore. He's too old.
I don't know what the problem is. It's just the magic's gone to me.
Yeah, because there used to be like a charm and like a sparkle to his movies.
Yeah,
that's just not there anymore. Like this is bland. This is bland filmmaking, which I don't expect from Steven Spielberg.
It's good. Like I said, if it was any other director, this is a fine addition to your catalog.
Sure. Maybe not even. I mean, it's still pretty boring. But like if Gilroy made this, I would be a little more forgiving about it. Right. I'd be like, God bless you, Gilroy. You do.
But it's not. It's Steven Spielberg, and it fucking sucks. 1 star on the Chatsky scale.
I give it 2, but I mean, I think it's better than you're giving it credit for. But I do think that it's bad. And it's
fuck boring. That. I'd rather watch Darkest Hour, and you know how fucking much I hate that movie.
Dude, you do fucking hate Darkest Hour. You know what happened since from the last podcast to now?
What's that?
The fucking Super Bowl, dude.
Oh yeah,
Super Bowl.
And, a lot of trailers.
Who won that? Eagles? Is that me?
Eagles, yeah.
Did I win that? Fuck yeah, go Eagles! Chris Pratt must be coming. Are you the Eagles?
Were you? I guess I am the Patriots of this podcast.
You are the Patriots, dude, and I won this year. I'm really excited about it.
God bless you.
Yeah, I actually bet on the Eagles and I fucking won, and everyone was like, "You fucking idiot!
Yeah, you fucking
moron!" But we got a lot of new trailers. Let's talk about Jurassic World. Babadook. Apparently the fucking raptor.
That's the funniest joke I've ever written. When that raptor rolls up at the front, when he's like in the girl's bed and he's the Babadook.
Here's the thing: is that after seeing this trailer, I'm convinced that Universal doesn't give a fuck.
They don't care, dude.
They don't give a fuck. They're like, who gives a shit? This movie's gonna be bad, but it's gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah, it's gonna make $1 billion.
Make $1 billion.
We don't give a shit.
And people are like, here's what you shouldn't do. Don't make them like the Jurassic Park sequels. And then
Babadook?
We're bringing them to San Francisco. We don't give a fuck. Like, do not under any circumstance bring them to the mainland again. Wasn't that that was one of the problems you had? That's one of the problems that you had with the first 3 movies. Don't fuck it up again. Yeah. Who is it? This is like what's his name from Bayona, whatever his name, Bayona.
Oh yeah. That guy's good though.
Yeah, he is good. So like,
have you ever seen The Orphanage?
No,
the Spanish horror movie.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen it.
Holy fuck, that movie's good.
Fucking scary, dude. Not many movies scary, but little girls scary.
Yeah,
little girls are really scary. So that's Jurassic World. They're trying to bring them to the mainland in the trailer.
Who gives a shit? Don't fucking. It's Lost World.
I beg you. No. I beg you. No. It's the same film as Lost World. Like
it's Lost World shit. Play it.
It's Lost World again.
I don't give a fuck.
Then we got Avengers: Infinity War again.
I don't give a fuck about that either.
Man, it's the exact movie I think it's gonna be. It's exactly the movie you think it's gonna be. No more, no less.
Solo.
But then we got Solo. So 2 trailers for this dropped.
Yeah. Well, there's like the teaser, and then there's the trailer, and then there's the.
Don't watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Watch the teaser,
dude.
Because the teaser is fucking awesome. And here's why. Because Ron Howard was like, clearly they're like, all right, hey Ron Howard, you wanna this is my George Lucas, who isn't in charge of anything anymore.
Well, he was on set apparently.
He's like,
apparently he was fielding ideas for this one, and Kathleen Kennedy's like, well, we'll let him have this one because it's not one of the big ones.
They're like, hey Ron Howard, you want to make a Star Wars movie? And Ron Howard's like, no, but here's what I do want to do. I want to make a James Bond movie, but we'll just pretend it's a Star Wars movie. And they're like, yeah, you can do that.
Let's do that.
Dude, it looks like a James Bond
on top
movie.
of Lord and Miller's fucking carcass.
Just jeez.
I bet that one would have been fun too, but that would have been like 21 Jump Street in space. This looks like a fucking film, dude. This looks like pretty good.
This looks James Bondy as fuck, dude, and I'm really excited for it.
I don't know if it'll be good, but it looks pretty cool.
What I do love about this movie though is that clearly that young lad is trying his best to do a Harrison Ford impression.
It's like
it's not quite there,
but like it also kind of sounds like Harrison Ford.
But it sounds like a dude doing a Harrison Ford.
Yeah, exactly, which is perfect because that's what it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, did you see that fucking interview with Harrison Ford where they're like, are you excited to see the new whole Solo movie as a fan? And he's like, not really.
He's like, I don't want to see anybody play me.
I probably ain't seeing that shit.
That's like, I saw this interview recently because Disney is going to start their own subscription service, like similar to Netflix and Hulu. And they were talking to the president of Netflix. And that dude is clearly like a dude who does not give a fuck.
No, he doesn't care.
They're like, are you worried at all about the Disney subscription taking away Netflix subscribers? He's like, not at all, dude. Hulu's been around forever. Crave TV. There's lots of these things, and none of them fucking touch our numbers. But here's the thing: when that Disney one comes out, gonna be dope.
It might be sweet.
Gonna be dope. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, so Solo looks really great. That one shot of fucking Glover, dude.
Glover's gonna fucking murder this. He's gonna carry this film on his fucking R&B back.
And then fucking Mayhew, dude. Peter Mayhew is back, baby.
Fucking A, dude.
No, Solo's gonna be great. I love Rat Tail Woody Harrelson too. That's all.
Dude, he might be fun. I love Woody.
I'm a pilot. I'm a pilot.
It sounds like if one of us tried to do a fucking fucking Harrison Ford thing.
Then we got Deadpool.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
That movie comes out in May, and it's currently titled Untitled Deadpool Project.
I don't need to see a trailer for Deadpool. That's
I don't think so. I don't think so either, because it's like, especially because the trailer shows me all this stuff I'm not interested in.
I did click on it, but I scrolled through to see if there's anything interesting. Not really. It's
I
know exactly what it's going to be.
I want the trailer doesn't have as many jokes as it should, I think. It's like I'm going for the jokes. I'm not going for like
I don't
Deadpool
care.
Jumping around shooting at stuff. Like I'm not going for that. I don't care.
That's fun.
I have Avengers for that. Yeah. So I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Last one we got is the teaser trailer for Venom, and I think you and I are going to probably disagree on this one. I think this is really dumb. I think this is a really dumb thing to do because they just wrapped this movie and they haven't started editing it. And the problem with the way they did this is that this doesn't look like it's anything right now. Like, and I know it's a teaser and it's supposed to get me excited about Venom, but it doesn't.
No, I agree with that. I don't think it does it any favors.
No, it doesn't, because it's not about, like, they don't show Venom, which is like, okay, you haven't started editing, that's fine. But you know what would really get me excited about Venom?
Just a quick shot.
Venom. Like Venom might get me excited about fucking Venom. Yeah, give me a quick shot.
Quick shot.
But they don't do that. It's just Tom Hardy just fucking tied to a table screaming his head off.
Which
which I like Tom Hardy, but bad cast for this character.
And he's doing like a Boston accent or something.
He's doing it, it's like, where are you? Tom, you can do literally every American accent.
Dude, are you doing the drop? Is that what that movie was called?
Yeah, the drop, dude. The drop is good, dude.
The drop is fun with the dog.
Yeah, with the dog, dude. I fucking love anything. Gandolfini.
Oh, Gandolfini. God bless the drop.
So yeah, I don't know. At this point in time, I have no real interest in Venom.
Well, they fucked that up. They didn't need to drop it so early.
No, yeah. Well, because they just finished filming it and they're like, oh, we want to ride the Black Panther coattail. And it's like, I wouldn't if I were you.
We should go see that, though.
Black Panther?
Fuck yeah, let's go see that.
Of course we should go see that. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be fucking banger. Buck, what are we watching next week?
Well, we're watching Phantom Thread.
No
for sure.
Shit.
We're watching Molly's Game, I suppose.
No shit.
What else are we watching?
We're watching fucking Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh,
obviously.
dude, it sucks. But
fucking obviously, we're watching the Cloverfield Paradox. Yeah, we got to talk about it. Well, it's hot, dude. Gotta talk
it's the
while it's
biggest
hot.
marketing scheme of all time.
Yeah, dude. I've seen video game people do this sometimes, like where they're like, we got new DLC and guess what? It's dropping today.
Yeah, it's right now.
Drop the mic. And I see that all the time, but I've never seen somebody be like, hey, low key, when you guys weren't watching, we made an entire fucking movie. Drop the mic. Here it is.
Yo, Netflix. Yeah. What? We'll talk about it next week. Thanks for listening, guys. Follow me on Twitter. That's cool, dude.
Follow me on Twitter at Shelly the Movie.
Okay, you're just gonna talk over me there.
That's fun. Absolutely. Because I don't want people to follow you on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. I'm not funny.
What?